Hello, friends. If you're interested in bachelor's, master's, or PhD scholarship in the United States, then you've come to the right place because today we're going to talk about the University of Brandeis or Brandeis University in the United States. And the scholarship covered includes bachelor's, master's, and PhD. In fact, for PhD, it is automatic. And for master's, it is also automatic, but master's can be partial or full tuition, but it depends on your need. Remember, I say again, it depends on your need. For undergraduates, you can also get full scholarship. In fact, we have some Africans who got the scholarship in 2025, and we're going to also look at some of their profiles and find out if there's anything we can learn with regard to submitting strong application. So if you're interested in scholarships like this, remember to like and subscribe. Now let's talk about the scholarship a little more. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Wayne International Scholarship Program. It's still from Brandeis University, and remember, like I mentioned, it is automatic consideration. So it is at Brendal University. It was established in 1958, and it's actually from this you can read up some of the information here. And it has brought over 894 scholars from 115 countries to Brandeis. Okay, now these are some of the applicants or some of the winners from the 2025 set, and you can see some of the names. We have some guys here from Kenya, from Rwanda. We'll look at their profiles in a bit. We also have someone here from Ghana. I think I must have seen Ghana somewhere. Yeah, that is Gregory Opong. And then we also have someone from Morocco. We have somebody from Kenya, Vincent. And so we already have these scholarships and these applicants or successful applicants. So definitely you can be among some of them. Hello, everybody. My name is Brendal. I am a PhD student, and my research is currently the use of AI in academic writing. Regarding scholarship, I have failed too many times, but eventually I got fully funded scholarship, and ever since then, I've been getting grants, bursaries, and other scholarships to study abroad. And I can tell you for a fact, once you know the system, it becomes easy for you to crack. If you'd like to work with me or check out some of my courses, the links are in the description and you can also find them in the comments. And I want to say to everyone who has supported by liking the video, by sharing the video, subscribing to the channel, or even enrolled in the masterclass and even gotten some of my courses, you guys are the Regis. Thank you all so much. Now let's jump right back to the video. You can see this is for undergraduate anyway. So this one is for the undergraduate scholarship and you can look at some of the profiles. So if you check here, you see some of the profile. For example, this is artificial intelligence and education. That is his own program, and that is from Dennis from Rwanda. And we also have, I think there is also another person I found. Yes, this Kenya Rwandan is Emmanuel, and he's looking at international and global studies. So if you have anyone in undergraduate and you want to be sure if they are um, eligible, you can go ahead and tell them that this scholarship applies to them. This is Gregory from Ghana, and you can check some of their profiles. So one thing I like to do is, if I know I'm interested in the scholarship, remember I always say, try to go the extra mile. Always go the extra mile. And one way to go the extra mile is, try and see if you can communicate with any of them and find out if they can give you useful tips. But I will tell you to avoid bugging them. I mean, your email, you could send a good email and make sure it's, respectful enough rather than just simply go there and start bothering them. So I looked on LinkedIn and I found Emmanuel Quigenga from Brandeis University. I did not send him a message, but I simply opened this part just to tell you that you can send a message on LinkedIn to these successful applicants. Excuse me. And if you're interested, this is also my profile on LinkedIn. You can reach out or you can still follow my research, my PhD research on LinkedIn. Okay, now let's go back to the scholarship page. So the Wayne International Scholarship Program has funded hundreds of Brandeis students from all over the world. The scholarship meets the full demonstrated financial need of each recipient based on a complete review of financial documentation. So do you see that? It is based on your financial need. It is based on the need that you have demonstrated in your application. And remember, it is awarded to exceptional international applicants. Now, this is where I want you, if you're looking for bachelors, this is where I want you to pay attention. International applicants who demonstrate strong academic achievement and extracurricular or community involvement. So, which means if in your application, you should highlight your extracurricular or curriculum or community involvement and then demonstrate strong academic achievement. Now, strong academic achievement is not just limited to grades. It could be also other things you've also done in school, other positions you might have had. So demonstrate strong academic achievement, and where that is lacking, please make sure you complement that with extracurricular or community involvement. But submit a strong application, please. And take note, there is no separate application process or alternative requirement for this particular one. It does not, and there is nobody you have to pay. There is no agent. You don't have to contact an agent. You can do all of those yourself. The only thing you might want to consider somebody to do is maybe you want somebody to review your application for you and say, oh, look at what I've written. This is what I intend to submit. Is this okay? And if for that, you can just reach out to me via email, or you can just let me know in the comment section and we can work together. Okay. So your application will be done directly on this part. You can just click on the common application, which is just like an application system. Okay. Or the coalition application, and then just go ahead and submit it. Remember, it is awarded to exceptional international applicants who demonstrate strong academic achievement and extracurricular or community involvement. So please make sure your application and all the answers or questions you're answering demonstrate this too, or show enough evidence of these things. If you know in any way you're going to use AI in writing any of these things, even if it's just to edit or refine your work, please check out some of my courses on how to use AI ethically in academic writing process. It is important so you do not ruin or blow your chances. Okay, now that is for bachelors. Let's look at some of the one for graduate. So we also have automatic scholarship consideration for the graduate studies from Brandeis University too. There are four main faculties. So we have the graduate studies in arts and sciences. We have it in School of Business and Economics. We have it in social policy and management. And then we have the online graduate studies. Now you can look at each of these one and find out which one interests you. Okay. I've actually opened these on the financial aid from the university. So for master students, it says here that the majority will receive some form of scholarship. Now, some offer several merit and need-based scholarships. So need-based is based on your demonstrated needs. So which means in your application, you want to demonstrate that you have this need. Okay. Now, enrolled students may be offered assistantship in some programs. So take note, like graduate assistantship or teaching assistant. And you can also be direct to loans and payment plans. But please, I don't know. It's left to you. Just go for something that is full scholarship or that comes with assistantship. But I'll go for something with full scholarship. I would not advise you to go for loans or payment plans so that you don't have to start paying years afterwards. You can get fully funded scholarship, okay? Just take note of some of that, okay? And there are also service-based scholarship, okay? So some if you're interested. Now for doctoral students, you receive a competitive fellowship, a fully tuition scholarship, and health insurance benefit for 5 years. So that is what is included. So if you're looking to apply for a PhD program, just check one of the doctoral programs from the University of Brandeis, and trust me, you're likely to get it. And when you get it, it comes with a full package. Full package. You know what I mean? Anyways, so now let's look at something else regarding English language proficiency. So I looked at the university, and it says here that applicants who belong to one of the groups are exempt from these requirements. And what are the requirements? Well, the first one is if you're a citizen of any country for which English is an official language. For many West African countries and some countries in Africa too, English language is the official language. Or if you're looking for a graduate programs and you have been taught in English, okay, so from an accredited degree program at an English speaking institution prior to starting your graduate program in Brandeis, then you can apply for the waiver or you can be exempt from this requirement. If you do not meet any of the other requirements, then you would need to provide a test of English, or you can communicate the skill demonstrating your academic and communicative and linguistic competence too. Anyways, so that is that about that. For the admissions, let's look at an example. Excuse me. So let's look at an example. So this is the School of Business and Economics. And if you look at the School of Business and Economics, you find out that they also have both undergraduate and graduate programs. Okay. Now, for the transcript, you have to submit your transcript, whether you have for bachelors, if you're looking for graduates, you can submit your transcript, even if it's the unofficial ones. And you have a written essay to submit. Something I want to draw attention to is the GMAT or GRE score. It is optional. It is not compulsory, so you can go ahead without both. Another thing else I also want to draw attention to is that there is an application fee of £100 or $100. But if you attend a featured event it's $50 off. Now, I clicked on the featured event and I found out that it was dated today. So the featured event is over. So you could still write to them and ask for a waiver. I mean, it's not a bad thing to reach out to them. I think there's a part where it says contact or request info or contact us. So you can reach out to them and ask for a waiver, or even if they tell you no, it's okay. But look at this. I just want us to consider this for a moment. Imagine that you have a possibility of getting a fully funded scholarship, but you do not want to apply because you don't want to. I don't know the equivalent of $100 in your country, uh, but if it's something you can, please just pay it and then get a fully funded scholarship, especially when you know you can get a fully funded scholarship. I mean, your fully funded scholarship, if it's undergraduate, we're talking about close to $100,000, or if it's master's or PhD, we're still talking about somewhere close to that, even though not exactly that. And then is it $100 that would be a challenge? I understand depending on circumstances and where everyone comes from. So try and see if you can reach out to the university to apply for a waiver. And if they do not give you, well, if you know you do have that strong application to submit, then I could tell you you can make the sacrifice and try Brandeis University. It is one of the universities I would strongly recommend that you check out. So take note, the application for 2026 is open from what I can see in one of the portals, especially for bachelors. January 15 is the early decision too, so you want to submit before January 15. For masters and PhD, I also want to tell you to just go ahead and submit the application. This is from the Hella School for Social Policy and Management. And remember, you can always request for more info. And this is also the same graduate degree program. So, friends, you can go ahead and check it out. And remember, you can follow me up here on LinkedIn, and then we can also communicate. Remember, you can also join the next masterclass that is coming up, and it's always very productive, and always achieves results. So, thank you all so much for your time, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheerio.